Shalom. I want to start off giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach, Chodesh. Double honors to my teachers, dead apostles, and elders, great millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth this word of truth and sincerity, and your few Akwat as well, that's listening with sincerity. I'm the brother Machaya from the camp GMS Montreal, and we're back with another lesson. And, we're not going to forgive and forget Esau, okay? Because Esau always comes with this argument of towards Jake, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, to forgive and forget, you know, all the things pertaining to slavery, how they treated us, you know, how they mistreated us, the savagery that they had towards us, the massacres that they did towards our people. When we bring those receipts up, Esau always plays the card of forgive and forget, oh, don't hate, that was our forefathers, not us, we're not like that. But little do you know, you are your forefathers coming back, man, with that same hatred that they demonstrated towards our people. Because scriptures say that this devil Esau would have a perpetual hatred, man. So it's really hypocritical of him to come and bring the argument of forgive and forget when he didn't forgive and forget, man. To this day, this pale looking devil is crying because he lost a blessing, man. Right? Because he did say, when the days of my fathers are ahead, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Right? Let's get that, man. Esau's still in that same spirit, man. And by the way, Esau, Edom is the so-called white people today, man. Mass majority of them, they're descendants of Esau. Okay, mass majority. Okay, because our people are mingled. Have mingled. Jake laid down with the white woman, and then throughout the generations, their seed, became light-skinned, and their melanin got lost. But mass majority of Esau, they're descendants of Edom. I mean, mass majority of the so-called white race, they're descendants of Edom. Okay. So let's get what Esau stated, man. Slay Jacob. So this is Genesis 27 and verse. You know what? Let me pass this construction site quickly. Then we'll read the precept. Bear with me. Okay. So this is Genesis 27 and verse 41. It says, "And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob." Okay, so that was the mindset of E, man. Okay, where he lost his blessing. Because really, I'm saying? Everything was already ordained in the heaven, for it to play out like it did on the earth. Like it tells you in Romans 9. Not because the children have done any good or evil, but for the purpose of election to stand. Because ultimately the Lord wanted Jacob to get the blessing, but for the dramatics of the story, he made it played out that way. So and also Esau sold his birthright, showing you he didn't hold the blessing valuable. He sold it for to fulfill his lust, to fulfill his hunger. But regardless, the point here is that how he hated Jacob, man. Okay, and he said when his father's gonna die, he's gonna slay him. This mentality, Esau still has it. Okay, he's still destroying Jake till this day. Via the education, via taking out the father out the household. Esau is attacking us on all sides, man, because he still has that hatred, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's telling us not to hate him, to forgive and forget. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I've changed. You didn't change, nigga. You're still the same adversary, the same devil, slanderer that you were back then, man. Nothing changed about you. Okay, you're still an enemy, man, and Jake doesn't know that, man. Jake is a coon. Okay, they're seeking for equality. They want to be equal with the white man, not knowing that this nigga right here, he's looking to slave. He hates you. Right here, we read it, man. This mentality did not leave E, man. Now let's get where can the Ethiopian change his skin. Okay, let's get that, man. Ethiopian, because Esau did not change, man. This is Jeremiah 13 and verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to the evil. You see, and Esau is accustomed to do evil, man. You know, especially towards Jake, because he has that perpetual hatred, like it says in Ezekiel. Let's get that one too. Okay, this devil cannot change, man. You know, that which is made crooked cannot be made straight. The Lord made it to where that we're supposed to be one against another. Okay, like it says in Proverbs. You know what? Before we get this, let's get this in Proverbs. I want to say 27. You know, we are in abomination one towards another, as scriptures say. Or is it 29? Yeah, 29. Proverbs 27, I mean 29 and verse 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. And Esau's unjust, and we are upright. So naturally, we're gonna hate one another. But him, he always plays the card of forgive and forget. And fuck all that, man. We ain't gonna forgive and forget. If anything, more of your shameful spewing, more of the atrocities that you did to where people is gonna come out the woodworks, man. And that's gonna, stir up more hatred. Okay, because evidence are coming out, man, to prove how this guy is the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? And some of our people, they're starting to wake up and realizing that they have enemy. They have an enemy, man. Number one, and the number one enemy is E and also these other heathen nations. But the focus right now is on Esau, man. Little by little, our people are coming to realize that they have enemy. That Esau is their enemy, man. He's using that for their benefit. Okay? So let's get Ezekiel going back to the hatred. Because this devil did not change. He's still the same pale Edomite slanderer. Okay? Red devil that came out the womb. He's still the same guy that had the hatred to slay his brother. Until this day, hey, he's doing it, man. If Esau had his way, man, he would exterminate us as a people, man. But since the Lord, since we are the chosen people of the Lord, he's not going to let that happen. That's why in Jeremiah, I think was 31, he put that bet to him, if you could count the stars or measure the earth, you know what I'm saying? I would destroy my people. But that's a task that Esau cannot fulfill, man. If it's a futile attempt for Esau to try to measure the earth, and the stars and whatnot. It's futile, man. Okay, because it's place that Esau has not seen on the earth yet. You know what I'm saying? He cannot measure the deep. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord gave him an impossible task, man. Okay? But anyways, let's read this. This says Ezekiel 35 to the point in verse 15. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time of their iniquity had an end. You see, in perpetual going into forever. Now, let's look that up, man. I'm saying a long hatred. So this is the word perpetual in the Hebrew. It says I walam. Okay, it says long duration, antiquity, futurity, forever, for everlasting, forevermore. You see? It says perpetual, old, ancient. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this nigga has not stopped hating us. He may put a mask on and say, oh yeah, I have black friends. I love black people. Oh, we love them. But hey, in his mind, he's looking to slay you. Like it says, his words were smoother than butter, but what war was in his heart, man. So, Jake, you gotta have the same mentality, man. Of looking at this devil in the eyes. So I know you're a fucking devil, man. I know who you are. I ain't no coon. I ain't no regular nigga. You could just, slander and talk shit and belittle me. Nah, man, I'm above you, you fucking peon. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta carry yourself, man, around these Edomites. Letting them know, man. Look at them in the eye like, yo, I'm above you. I'm superior, nigga. And they will get uncomfortable. Because deep down they know we're superior. Esau knows, man. Esau knows that Jake is superior, man. Because we were created to be the superior people. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta recognize that and act like that and behave like that. Okay? Because Esau, man, he's the lowest class of of the nations, man. The lowest of the bottom pot, man. Esau is a low individual, man. You know what I'm saying? And very soon he's gonna go back to the state that he's supposed to be in. You know, being the vermin, you know what I'm saying? The peon that he is, man. Okay? I wanna get this too in Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, uh chapter 12, because it goes into, us not trusting our enemy, you know? And hey, let's read it, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and verse 10. It says, never trust an enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You see, never trust your enemy, man. No matter what, do not trust Esau, man. Don't trust this devil, man. Okay? Even if he looks, oh, he's doing good, man. He's a cool guy. Maybe, hey, if you see a cool, you know, when of course, you use discernment, a cool looking, pale looking person, most likely they're a Jake, man. Because Esau's not cool, man. Okay? He's not cool. All right? If you interact with an Edomite, there's naturally going to be friction there, man. Even if you try to, vibe, the vibe's not going to be there. It's always like that. That's my experience with Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? They try to be cool, and then you like, it's not fitting in the frame. It's not fitting together. When you come across a Jake, yeah, Jake is naturally it's a vibe, man. That's one indicator to me. Whenever I meet a person, pale looking person, whatever, whoever, for a heathen, if the vibe is not there, man, we're not clicking like Jake clicks. I'm like, I don't know about this guy, man. Which there is some awkward Jakes out there. That's why I said with the sermon, of course, that's just one indicator. Yeah, I'm saying, but the point being, if you think of, you see a so-called white man that's cool or whatever, most likely they're a Jake. Because he's not cool, man. He's not cool. Okay, but the point being is don't trust your enemy, man. Don't trust this guy. Like it says, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Iron always rust. You know what I'm saying? So it's likened unto Esau's wickedness. And Jake doesn't know that. The so-called, the so-called last Latinos and Native Americans, they're still trusting this devil till this day, man. But very soon they're gonna come to find out. You know what I'm saying? You seeing what's happening down there in Babylon with the Haitians. You know what I'm saying? With the northern tribes, with the ice. You know what I'm saying? Esau is starting to show his horns, man. He's starting to show that, yo, I don't like you blacks. I don't like you Latinos. I don't like y'all. He's showing it. Okay? This is just only the beginning. It says, verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. You see? You know what I'm saying? You got to be very careful. You watch this nigga very closely. You know what I'm saying? Even if he humbles himself, that's why that wickedness is still in him, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to forgive and forget, man. Okay, the Lord did not forgive and forget. What the fuck are we going to forgive and forget? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's that in Amos? He says, for 3 transgressions of Edom, he will be punished. The Lord did not forgive and forget. The fuck? We ain't going to forgive and forget either, bro. You know what I'm saying? We have the same mind of the Lord. We will hate those that hate the Lord with a perfect hatred, as King David said. And Esau, he hates the Lord, man. He has nothing to do with Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why he acts the way he does towards his people, man. To slay them. Alright? Amos 1 and verse 11. Alright? Inside joke. Amos 1 and 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. You see, the Lord's not going to turn away the punishment. The Lord will not forgive and forget, man. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? The Lord ain't gonna forgive and forget. Like, oh, forgive and forget. That was a long time ago. That was hundreds of years ago. Slavery happened hundreds of years ago. Well, it was just like yesterday. That wasn't too long ago. You know what I'm saying? This devil, man. Hey, you're gonna have a, oh man, the Lord's gonna deal with you, man. Oh my, can't fucking wait, man. You're gonna be dealt with, E. You know what I'm saying? In Ezekiel 25, was that in 12, I think? It says the Lord is gonna show his wrath. He's gonna put his wrath in us to execute judgment upon you, man. We're gonna put our hands on you, man. In the kingdom. In the kingdom. Okay? I gotta qualify that. It's in the kingdom. I'm not promoting anything, you know what I'm saying? It's in the kingdom. Okay, this is futuristic. Alright? It says, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. It says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and has kept his wrath forever. But I will send fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Bosra. You see, he pursued his brother with the sword. He didn't give no pity. He saw he didn't have no pity towards this man. But oh, forgive and forget. Fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? Very soon you're gonna see the Lord's gonna deal with you, man. And we're not gonna forgive and forget, man. But hey, I'm gonna close it off there, man. I give you all the praise, honor, and glory. Unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakach Kodesh. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.